If you're a Scorpio Sun, Moon, or Rising, this is no ordinary zodiac video. This is your soul map. So today in this video, I am going to go deep into the 5 transformations that every Scorpio goes through. And yes, it is going to be backed by ancient astrology. And it will be very deep, dark, and as divine as you think. So let's begin the descent right now. So this first transformation that all of you Scorpios go through is called the Scorpion initiation, or I like to call it the death of naivety. So this first transformation is the one that Scorpio is named after, which is the Scorpion. And this is the stage of survival. So Scorpio suns, moons, and rising signs are oftentimes born into an environment early on in their lives where trust is literally shattered. And ancient astrologers consider Scorpio's domain to be the underworld, ruled by Mars, the traditional ruler of Scorpio, then later Pluto, the god of the unseen. So this combination makes Scorpio the only zodiac sign that is ruled by 2 planetary forces of destruction, war, and rebirth. So at this stage, Scorpio usually learns through pain, and usually it is traumatic, painful experiences that afflict Scorpio in this stage. But Scorpio does learn to become very sharp, reactive, and quite defensive. And just so we're clear, the Scorpion is not just a creature of venom. It's a symbol of power through fear. So the Scorpion teaches, I must protect myself at all costs. But transformation comes when Scorpio realizes that they want more than just survival. So Scorpio's second transformation is the snake awakening, or as I like to call them, the seducer or the strategist. So after learning survival, Scorpio transforms into the snake, which is literally a symbol of temptation and transformation. So the Egyptians literally saw the serpents as protectors of sacred knowledge. And so this is when Scorpio's emotional power becomes intellectual power for them. So they begin to master energy, and they learn how to read people, influence outcomes, and even manipulate reality itself. And this is when Scorpios no longer just survive, but they actually start winning. And Scorpio moons will express this through their psychic intuition, and Scorpio rising signs will start radiating this mysterious magnetism around them. And Scorpio suns start developing that hypnotic, penetrating gaze. So the snake literally teaches them this. If I can understand you, I can master the game. But unfortunately, even mastery has its limitations. So the third transformation for Scorpios is called the Phoenix Flame. And this is where things start to get mythical. So you see, the phoenix is the most legendary symbol for the Scorpio, and for good reason. So ancient Persians literally saw the phoenix as the soul's eternal flame rising from the ashes every 500 years. So for all Scorpio placements, this is not just a metaphorical symbol. It is a personal death and rebirth. This is often triggered by a major loss or betrayal. Everything that they once clung to is burned away and burned to the ground. Scorpios lose friends and family and identities, and oftentimes their own will to go on. And yet something inside of them refuses to die. So modern astrology calls this the Platonic collapse. And this is where Scorpio must learn to surrender their ego and their illusions. And this is also when the Scorpio suns must let go of control. So the Phoenix teaches them that their power lies not in control, but in surrender. Because when they rise, they are no longer the same. So Scorpio's transformation number 4 is the eagle vision. And this is the high frequency Scorpio. So when Scorpio rises, they become the eagle. And yes, it is a lesser known, but very powerful totem in ancient astrology. You see, the eagle is a seer. They are no longer bound by earthly survival or emotional games. This Scorpio sees timelines and truths now from above. You see, the eagle is deeply spiritual and strategic. It doesn't react. Matter of fact, it will just sit back, wait, and observe. And it only strikes when it is divinely timed. So Scorpio risings at this stage start radiating this stoic magnetism, and Scorpio moons begin to heal others through their psychic insights. And Scorpio suns become leaders who pierce through all the illusions, and people will turn to them for deep truth and fierce loyalty. So the eagle teaches Scorpios this: when you no longer need power, you will truly become unstoppable. But yet, there is still one more final form. So Scorpio's fifth transformation is the shadow alchemist, the sacred healer. And this fifth and final transformation is very rarely ever reached. So this shadow alchemist transformation is where Scorpio has literally walked through every single layer of the underworld, and they have emerged with the ability to heal others, not just themselves. But the final stage is the rebirth, or redness, which is divine integration. So this Scorpio transformation doesn't just burn or soar, they merge and they become a mystic or a spiritual guide, and even a vessel for truth. You see, this form draws from Pluto's highest octave, which is rebirth, through service and sacrifice, and even shadow work. And these Scorpios help others walk through their own fires. And they also tend to become like spiritual mentors and shamans and even therapists. So this shadow alchemist transformation teaches Scorpios that you are the transformation and you give it back to the world. So if you are a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, don't fear the fire, because you are the fire. So every heartbreak and every betrayal and every death that you have personally endured has just helped carve out more room for your spiritual evolution. You are literally the sign of sacred death and rebirth. So why don't you kindly drop me a comment down below and share with me the Scorpio transformation that you believe that you're in right now, or the Scorpio phase. Or are you still shedding your skin? Or are you one of the rare ones that have already risen from the ashes? So if this video lit something with inside of you or inside of your soul, would you please be so kind as to smash that like button, share it with other Scorpio or Zodiac enthusiasts, and most of all, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification, because I know that none of you want to miss my upcoming deep astrology videos.